We come now to the last presentation for the day. Can I invite Professor Samir Dubre to take the stage, please? Professor Samir Dubre is a scholar, performer, and teacher of Hindustani music. He has received extended training in the performative as well as the scholarly traditions of the genre from Pandit Jitendra Abhisheki and Dr. Ashok Ranade. He is a regular concert performer and has also been involved in musical theatre. He has composed music for several full-length as well as one-act plays, and has worked with luminaries such as Satyadev Dubey ji as well. Samir ji currently teaches music at the Flame University in Pune and has just completed an exciting cross-cultural collaboration in musical performance and research with Professor Sandeep Bhagwati of Concordia University, Montreal. We're very lucky to have him with us, and I wish him all the best for this.
A very good afternoon, all of you. Satyashil ji Ijazat. Being a professor of music and a performer is a dual role. I mean, being both kind of tears you apart at times, and it's also challenging to maintain the balance between the sustained competence updating of oneself as well as sticking to the academic rigor that is expected in such a setting. Firstly, I would like to thank my fellow musician and close friend Srijan for inviting me to this wonderful place and for such an important occasion. The setting up of Manipal Samvad Center for Indian Music in this university, particularly in the Humanities Department, is an important event which signifies the strong interdisciplinarity these two domains of human pursuit of truth or knowledge have between them. It's indeed my privilege and honor to do this presentation in front of all of you. Satyashil ji has been our guru for many years now, and I've learned so many things from him, including the articulation like a kirtankar, as he is famous for. So, as the theme suggests, creativity and khayal, and a lot has been said, and I was making notes throughout the day. So let me begin by giving my responses to different positions taken by the previous speakers. The personal conception of the raga structure is an interesting position, and though as you have been very strategically correct by mentioning that this is all challengeable and debatable, still the very fact that you are trying to kind of find the idiolectic conception of individuals is in itself important step. And however, the idea of creating or arriving at a grammatical structural setup, which McGrill's position that you mentioned, is problematic for me too, because it kind of leaves the artist behind, and art without artist is not possible. Also, because since this is based in the context of the Humanities Department, I would like to bring to your notice a trap that these giants of humanities like to lay for the musicians, especially the literary and cultural studies people. They like to create text out of everything, and ideation and imagination in music many a times fails words, and it cannot be articulated in the textual format all the time. But your effort of arriving at such a idiolectic perception of the rag is kind of creating a musical narrative or a text of a performance, which is a welcome step, which will bring the two disciplines closer. Otherwise, this has landed music into many problematic situations. Like one instance I have experienced is a typical humanities position was taken in a seminar where they said that the Katyar Karzat Ghosli, the famous play, is a play about Hindu-Muslim problem and the tension between the two religions. This is a typical simplistic narrative that has been derived through the habit of creating text out of everything. So we had our own debate over that. I would say I am too familiar with this style of Satyashilji's presentations, and he has been like a kirtankar for me. Kirtana is a tradition in Maharashtra especially, and I'm sure it is there in Karnataka as well, where the basic art is of art of storytelling, which has a message. Now you as an audience are kind of given an opportunity to engage yourself meaningfully to arrive at the message yourself. So it's your responsibility to figure out what exactly he meant, and let me assure you, he means a lot, and you really need to elevate yourself to a higher level of understanding in terms of music and the idioms that are practiced in musical performance traditions. Aditi's presentation, I found it very interesting when she mentioned and just left that point without further discussion, is have the female performers contributed in development of the khayal as a form, and much could be said and discussed, which we should do at length sometime. Lastly, I have something to say about the creativity and the discussion that you tried to, Lakshmiji tried to discuss. And when I was looking up about the discourse on creativity, what I found was creativity is as complex as to define what is Indian, for example. I came across an interesting position about creativity. Creativity is like cat chasing its tail. So इतना घूमना पड़ेगा खुद के इर्द गिर्द की चक्कर आ जाए. So without getting into the details of the idea of creativity as explained by various thinkers, what I found most important is the succinct definitions of creativity, as Owen Wilson has mentioned, appear very subjective to both one doing the defining and the reader of the definition. Most of us know something is creative when we see, hear, or experience it, even if we cannot specifically tell someone why. It just is. So, keeping this in mind, my today's presentation focuses mainly on the kind of creativity Lakshmiji was referring to, challenging the boundaries of the existing idiom and kind of setting new rules of elaboration. As she had referred to Dr. Ranede's work very often, I would like to make one point that Dr. Ranade always said this very emphatically, that a claim to originality in Indian musical tradition should not be done by anybody, because it is very likely that a person with a better mind and better abilities might have been there before you. Because the tradition, and in India anything and everything will have a tradition of at least 2500 years, not less than that. So keeping this in mind, I am not talking about the originality as something which is talked about in the domain of creativity, but I definitely had a question when the variation was separated from the domain of creativity. And why variation cannot be treated as creativity is something we as musicians need to know. And so I have chosen a kind of a case study of my own guru, Pandit Jitendra Abhisheki, a renowned singer of Agra Jaipur Gharana, a path-breaking music composer in the theatre music tradition of Maharashtra, an enigmatic personality, and above all, my revered guru. To maintain a detached mindset of a researcher is a challenge when it comes to Abhisheki Bua, but still I will try. There has been a lot of work that has already been done about his contribution into stage music tradition. 18 Sangeet Nataka, around 200 songs later, he remains the mainstay of the stage music tradition in Maharashtra post 1960. It is safe to say and presume that the total number of shows of Sangeet Nataka by Abhisheki Bua would run into thousands, as he belongs to Goa. When we talk of Khayal, we need to address the idea of creativity from different angles. Because Khayal is a multi-layered entity. Khayal literally means imagination, ideation, a thought, a musical thought. So a musician engages with the multi-layered text in the first place, creates a series of creative thoughts which are at the core of the act of Khayal. The linguistic aspect of the bandish is enveloped with the layers of rag and tal, the laya, the voice of the singer. All of these results into a very complex and multi-layered experience, and the starting point of that experience is the tonal text. So we have to have a meaningful discussion on the song text in Khayal tradition and then involve it into the discussion of the creativity. Are the song text creative enough? As Satyashilji has pointed out, they may not be really great poetic expressions, or a literary value of the song text may not be that great, but still are the song text referring to a human experience which is different than Saas Nanad. And in that sense, on that parameter, I find Kumarji's compositions and Abhisheki Bua's compositions coming together on that level. One problem that we as musicians are facing these days, and musicians who are also into academics, is the problem of lack of language of discourse actually. We do not know how to deal with the creative process. So the common problems like talking music in terms of masculinity or femininity are creating even more confusions, and that is not what really the musicians mean when they say and use these words. But now coming to compositions of Abhisheki ji, one needs to know that the personality with the socio-cultural context. And here I would like to propose that the creativity that is expected in the Khayal tradition is one kind of creativity which is a disciplined creativity. And this is apparent contradiction, but the discipline is essential to be creative in Khayal tradition. I would like to put it from a different perspective of the dialectical relationship between the Saguna and Nirguna. The bandish forms the Saguna part, and the abstraction is what we do while we elaborate the bandish. I have a problem with the word improvisation, and Dr. Ranade also lately had started saying that we do not do elaboration. We do elaboration, we do not do improvisation in Khayal. It's a wrong term used in the wrong place. What we do is actually elaborate a musical idea, because if we say that bandish is the seed, then what we do is we kind of elaborate that idea to become big, large tree. So the creativity in the first place in Khayal needs to be disciplined, and it's also contextual. In what context which phrase is used, that kind of gives a sense of freshness, kind of gives a sense of newness to the whole thing. So one needs to know the personality with the socio-cultural context. People who have seen Abhishek Bua know that he was a man of very few words or at times no words. I mean, हमने ये देखा है कि गुरुजी बैठे हैं, सामने कोई गेस्ट आके बैठे हैं, तो गेस्ट के साथ हम शागिर्द लोग कितना बात करेंगे कि हाँ कैसे हैं, पानी दूँ, चाय, सब हो गया, फिर भी there is no conversation happening. And it would be really a difficult situation for us to handle, and after a point that guest would realize that Pandit ji is not going to talk to them, so they would take and leave with the utmost politeness as much as possible. And then once I had this, I mean, I believe in asking questions, and I have been known for asking questions, and at times difficult questions. So I asked Abhishek Bua कि आप ऐसा क्यों करते हैं? वो इतनी देर से आपके लिए बैठे थे, आपसे बात करने के लिए, आपने कुछ कहा ही नहीं उनसे. तो उन्होंने मुझे जवाब दिया कि देखो, मैं क्यों बात करूं, मेरी एनर्जी जो है वो मैं प्रिजर्व करना चाहता हूं. जो मुझे बात करनी है मैं मेरे गाने में करता हूं. तो उनको बोलो मेरे गाने में महफिल में आ जाए, तो उनके सारे सवालों के जवाब मिल जाएंगे. नाउ he was a person of that kind. He had great insight into the word with W capital, Shabda. His deep and thorough understanding of literature, especially saint poetry and the Bhakti tradition, has certainly benefited him as a composer in his creations. As the famous playwright Mr. Vijay Tendulkar had once said about Abhishek Bua, and I quote, like musical notes, Jitendra has an obsession for words. He can write good stories. The writer Abhisheki, which these words reveal, is a man who thinks deeply about life, a philosopher who looks at the bottom of the life with an uncontrollable curiosity, thoughtfully and seriously. As Dr. Ranade used to say, let the data speak. So there are a few general observations about Abhishek Bua's compositions. When it comes to Khayal, the known and documented compositions by Abhishek Bua are 52. 52 bandishes in 34 rags. The division of the bandish as per the tal used is as follows. Vilambit ektal are 5, Drut ektal are 13, Vilambit teen tal are 3, Drut teen tal 22, Jhaptal 6, Hada Chautal 2, and Rupak 1. Along with the 22 Aam Rag like Yaman, Shuddha Kalyan, Bageshri, Khamaj, Malkaus, there are 12 Anvat Rags which include Amrut Varshini, Kaus Gandhar, Jhilaf, Madhuranjani, etc. The main themes that one may find in these 52 compositions are as follows. The description of Lord Krishna, philosophical position, love and its related complexities, dilemma, description of other Lord Shiva, description about praise of singing, especially Taan. He was deeply interested and intrigued by the ability to create different Taan patterns, and also Taranas. For today's presentation, however, I have chosen to present his compositions in Jhaptal only. The Jhaptal compositions by Abhishek Bua are very interesting from the musical and literary perspective, both. The way Abhishek Bua deals with Tal aspect is very, very interesting in its divisions in fractions, and the play with the beats of the matra are some noteworthy features. I will present a few compositions about to say this point, that traditionally, if you look at the repertoire that is available today in the 10-beat cycle of Jhaptal, there are very few instances of bandishes which have a mukhda before the sum. Either they start on the sum, or generally there are a few bandishes which also start in the khali. But it's a very obvious division of the tal that you can find. So Jhaptal, I hope everybody is aware, and it's a 10-beat cycle. I will start with the composition in Rag Din Ki Puriya. Rag Din Ki Puriya itself is a very, very interesting rag structure. It does not have a pancham in it. So as it is, it would create an unease. And that unease is very well expressed in the composition composed by Abhishek Bua. And the words are like this: Kaiso ye niki lagi, sanj suhavan, sun pike avan ki baat. Matlab that the news has come that my beloved is going to come itself makes this evening so beautiful. कैसो ये नीकी लाना दिन 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 कैसो ये नीकी लागे कैसो ये नीकी लागे सांझ सुहावन सुन पी के आवन की बात कैसो ये नीकी this bandish particularly, Abhishek Bua divides the 10-beat cycle into 5.5 and 4.5. So the mukhda is of 4.5. Na na din kaise ye नील की लागे कैसो ये नील की लागे सांझ सुहावन सुन पिए के वन की बात कैसो ये नील की लागे 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 सांझ सुहावन सुन पिए के आवन की बात music, this opens up a lot of possibilities for me. If I have a space of 5.5 matras, I can divide it into 2, 2, 1.5, 1.5, 2, 2. I mean, there are multiple combinations possible. And then suddenly my jhaptal becomes a growing entity forever, actually. Kaso ye nikila ge, kaso ye nikila la la. Always had this peculiar style of starting from the offbeat. In Antara, he uses this device. Then na, then ba ve singar, ba ve singar, ba ve Let us look at the dilemma composition. It's in Rag Shuddha Kalyan. Shuddha Kalyan as a rag is generally, I mean, if you look at the song texts that are available in the Shuddha Kalyan rag, other than the compositions by Kumarji, most of the compositions would be of the Bolan Lagi Papihara, for example. The mood that generally is associated with Rag Shuddha Kalyan is that of bliss and happiness and something fresh happening. However, Abhisheki ji chooses to compose a bandish in Rag Shuddha Kalyan, which is actually very unsettling for a musician. And in terms of the musical structure that the bandish has, and also in reference to the song text. The words of the bandish are Chain nahi rain din, नैन आनंदहीन, समझे ना कछु रीत, हित अनहित की। श्याम रंग संग सत हरि को ना चितवत, काहू सो ना कही जात बात यह चित की। As an artist, each one of us faces this dilemma of, is it appropriate what I am doing? Should I continue with this practice? Should I need a course correction? And then most of the times it's an internal tussle that goes on. Sometimes a very, very ordinary thing that I do is liked by many and they appreciate it, so I have a temptation of doing it again. And then it's an aesthetic dilemma for me whether to continue with this practice or abandon it by saying that this is ordinary. I am in search of something of a higher level. So this and the composition itself, when I sing it, you will realize what I mean by musically unsettling. This composition does not let you settle in the jhaptal also and not in the rag also. Let us see. Tabla is constantly pursuing the higher level of existence. It's already unsettled. चैन नाही रैन दिन, चैन नाही रैन दिन, नैन आनंदहीन, समझे ना कछु रीत, हित अनहित की। चैन नाही रैन दिन, नैन आनंदहीन. So every word is almost offbeat all the time. So even even getting to the Mukhda, Jana nahi rena dena anand hi samajhe na kachu rit an rit ki jana rena dena. Pare sada pada sa re re ga sa ga re ga pa ga da pa ga pa re jana nahi re. Now, what Lakshmi ji referred to as a new melodic movement is the peculiar usage of nishad in this bandish, which is kind of pushing the boundaries of Shuddha Kalyan. Nan anand hina samajhe na kachu rit an rit ki jana nahi re. Sham ranga sanga sat Sham ranga sanga sat hari ko na chitawa hari ko na chitawa Shamaranga 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 sanga sat hari ko na chitawa काहू सो ना कहीं जात बा यह चेत की रैना दिन चैन श्याम रंग संग सत हरि को ना चितावत काहू सो ना कहीं जात बा यह चेत की चैन नाहि है ना दिन चैन नाहि है. So to maintain this japtal all the time, along with the composition, itself poses a big creative challenge for the singer. And since I am a limited singer, I have, as you can see, I have been trying hard to maintain the tal cycle as well as giving justice to the melodic framework that Abhisheki Bua has proposed. The next composition is in Rag Manoranjani. Some people call it as Durga Bhairav as well. Ah आज सखी आनंद भयो है 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 अतरे मुख नंद नंदन नई बैन झरे आज सखी नंद भयो है आज सखी नंद भयो है अतरे मुख नंद नंदन नई बैन झरे आज सखी आज सखी आज सखी नंद भयो है आज सखी नंद भयो है अतरे मुख नंद नंदन नई बैन झरे आज सखी very different version of Japtal actually. Most of the times Abhisheki Bua used to tell us that in the fun making moment in the concert, if you want to trick the tabla player, start this bandish. Inevitably they would start playing tinta. Aaj sakhi din din na din din. This is the general reaction. लोचन ललित और कपोलन काजल लोचन ललित और कपोलन आ लोचन ललित और कपोलन काजल निरत श्याम रंग दुख दूर करे आज सखी नंद भयो है आज सखी नंद भयो है अतरे मुख नंद नंदन नए बैन झरे आज सखी आज सखी आज सखी आज सखी नंद भयो है आज सखी नंद भयो है अतरे मुख नंद नंदन नई बैन झरे आज सखी आज सखी आज सखी. There is another rag called Rag Swanandi. This is a creation of Jagannath Bua. Abhishek Bua has composed a tarana in this Rag Swanandi. It's a very interesting, again a division of the Jhaptal. Though the tarana apparently you may feel that it's starting on the sum, but its real mukhada is again after 5.5. The division is 5.5 and 4.5 again of the 10-beat cycle. How? Let us see. I'm getting a feel of giving a master's level exam, changing from one rag to the other quickly. So, sa ni da ni sa ga ma da ni da dha ni sa ni da pa ma pa ga pa re sa ni da ni sa ma ga dim ta na de re na ta da re ana ta da ni dim ta na de re na ta da re ana ta da ni dim ta na de re na ta da re ana ta da ni dim ta na de re na ta da re ana ta da udani ta da re dani tundir dani ta re dani dim ta na de re na ta da re ana ta da ni dim ta na de re na ta da re ana ta da udani ta da re dani tundir dani ta re dani dim ta na de re na ta da re ana ta da ni dim ta na de re ta da re ana ta da ni dim ta na de re na dim ta na de re na ta da re ana ta da ni udani ta da re dani tundir dani ta re dani dim ta ye ba ta na de re na ta da re ana ta da ni dim ta dim na dir tundir tare dani 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 dim. Now this though the mukhada starts on the khali, the line is much longer and still not completing the 10 matras. So it's an interesting composition, and it's a challenge to handle this line. Then na dir tum dir tare dani dim na dir tum dir tare dani dim tagdhanda dhinta kidanaka tirkita dhirkita taghidan dha dim ta na de re na da da re ana ta da ni dim ta na de re na dir tum dir tare dani dim na dir tum dir tare dani dim ta na tagdhanda dhinta kidanaka tirkita dhirkita taghidan dha dim ta na de re na da da re ana ta da ni dim ta dim. Now lastly, I will sing another tarana in Yaman. It's again in Jhaptal, which again has this similar division, and if I am not wrong, Kumar ji has said that when जब राग को सारी चीज़ें बंदिशों के द्वारा कहने के बाद भी कुछ कहने के लिए बचता है, तब तराने का जन्म होता है. So that is purely a musical statement. तो राग यमन जैसे महाकाय राग को, जिसको इतनी दृष्टिकोणों से देखा गया है, इतनी सारी बंदिशें, इतनी सारी रचनाएं बनी हुई हैं, उसमें इस तरह से एक अपनी एडिशन करना, ये अपने आप में एक बहुत बड़ी बात मुझे लगती है। आम रागों में रचना, यमन जैसे राग में रचना करके उसको परफॉर्मिंग ट्रेडिशन में एस्टैब्लिश करना अपने आप में बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज है, एंड इट्स अ क्रिएटिव चैलेंज विच आई थिंक अभिषेकी जी's compositions have successfully done that. Tadare dare daani dir dir dim 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 tanu. Tadare dare daani dir dir dim 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 tanu. Tadare dare daani dir dir dim 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 tanu. Tanum tan derina tan derina tan derina tare daani dir dir dim 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 tanu. Tadare dare daani dir dir dim 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 tanu. Dere na tana dere na tare daani dir dir dim 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 tanu. Tadare dare daani dir dir dim 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 tanu. Tanum tana dere na dere na tanum tana dere na. As Satyashil ji has pointed out, the Gwalior tradition actually deals with the entire range of voice as well as the raga structure at one go. And I find that Abhisheki ji's this particular composition has a great influence of the Gwalior tradition. Tanum tana dere na dere na tanum tana dere na tanum tana dere na dere na dere na dere na. Tadare daani tak dhilang dhumkit tak takdaan tak dha takdaan tak dha takdaan tak dha tada dare daani dir dir dim 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 tanu. Tadare dare daani dir dir dim dim dim. Now this opens up tremendous possibilities for the artist to elaborate with the tans. Either you can finish it on 1.5 or 5.5. It's up to you. हाँ ना अत्र का दिन तदारे दारे दावनी दिर दिर dim 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 tanu. Dim dim tanu. Tadare dare daun dir dir dim. Dim dim tanu. Tadare dare dauni dir dir dim 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 tanu. Tanum tan dere na tan dere na tan dere na tare dauni dir dir dim 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 tanu. Tadare dare dauni dir dir dim 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 tanu. Tanum tan dere na tanum tan dere takdaan takthao takdaan takha tadar dare daani dir dir dim 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 tanu dim tanu dim tanu. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, any questions?
So there was a wonderful diversity of mukhdas. We had a 4.5 matra mukhda, I think a 3 matra. This was an 8.5 matra mukhda. So do you think Abhishek ji would have composed these bandishes with the express purpose of trying to have various kinds of mukhdas? Or
Yes.
bante bante baat ban gayi wali baat?
I mean, the straight answer to this is yes. He was a very, very a musician with a very purposeful mind. He would create things with an intent. ऐसे ही वो हो गया, ऐसे वाली बात नहीं होती थी उनकी. He would have a logic to everything. The only thing is that you need to be close enough and qualified enough to ask the logic. तो ये सारी चीज़ें वो बताते थे कि ऐसा क्यों किया, कैसे किया, कब सूझा, ये भी बताते थे. Yes, please.
You made a passing reference to bandishes with a focus on word with a capital W.
Yes.
Any example you can give?
Yeah, I mean the bandish of Shuddha Kalyan is, I mean, by word I meant the command over the language. The chain nahi rain din naina anandahina. I mean, this phrase of naina anandahina, आँखों में से आनंद का न होना, इसको इस तरीके से बताया है अभिषेकी जी ने कि it shows his command over the shabda. That's what I meant.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes.
You know, offbeat kind of
Yes.
compositions. Most traditional, like Harike Charana Kamal or something, it's all right on the beats.
Yes.
So, where do you think Abhishek ji would have got this inspiration from to create this? Is it called art light? I don't know. I'm not good at Marathi. That kind of
When it comes to thinking about beats, we
beats.
have three places where we can think about beat. One is on beat, one is before beat, and one is after beat. Abhishek ji chose to go after beat, and most of the times. And this inspiration perhaps he got from, he was an avid listener of the tabla solo. And if you watch some videos on YouTube of Ustad apne Thirakwa Khan Sahab and even Allah Rakha Khan Sahab, Abhishek ji is in the first row sitting and listening very, very intently. And even while he would sing, I mean, after composing these compositions, when he would perform them in the concerts, you will find that he would instruct the tabla player to give the khali with an accent, in Jhaptal especially. Then na, trika then na, then. This has to be very, very clearly accentuated. I mean, that was a device for him to get to know the exact position of the mukhda, and also an indication to the audience that this is the place.
most likely the second, no? I'm sure he would.
So, yeah.
Most likely it was for the audience rather than for himself.
Yeah. I mean, also for himself at times, because he would be creating something with the melody, and it would, I mean, these devices of having a khali bhari, actually, as mentioned by Satyashil ji, is actually a musical signal for the singer first, not the audience actually. Yes. That, I mean, finally, what we have to do is create a musical statement and put it in the proper designed manner and arrive at the sum through the gate of the mukhda. Now, how do I know when I'm singing a rag like Swanandi, or for that matter, Din Ki Puriya? I'm creating complex designs, and where do I get the hint of the half of the avartan is over? That's through the khali. And to me, that is the primary purpose of the khali, actually. Yes, please.
How about other tals? Does he display a similar liking for offbeat composition, say Rupak or
Yes.
Tin Tal? उसमें भी वो offbeat ही करते हैं.
बिल्कुल.
So that's a kind of a signature.
Yeah,
of his.
he's a device that was a peculiar device used by Abhishek ji. I mean, in his another Madhuranjani composition, he uses that very beautifully.
Yeah, let's please have a hand for the accompanists.
Yeah.
You've been very kind to come and help us.
Shenoy ji on the harmonium and Rangapai ji on the tabla.
So if there are no other questions, I'll declare that we're at the end of the conference for today. Heartfelt thanks to everybody for coming and making this a success. Thank you, Samir ji, Lakshmi ji, Aditi, Satishil ji, and myself for, for doing this. And I do hope that this has been a good start to the Center for Indian Music. And I hope that you guys are all regular visitors to the center. Thank you all for coming. Please have tea outside.